Imagine stepping back in time to July the 19th, 1957.
And that was the day that my great Uncle Joe picked up his brand new Vauxhall Velox from the local dealership in Ely. And he'd got no idea that over 66 years later, she'd still be in the family with me.
Join me as we unravel this captivating journey of GEB 954. And here we are today in Essex with Richard, the current and long-time owner of this stunning 1957 Vauxhall Velox. And this car isn't just any classic car, because it's been in Richard's life even before he could drive. So tell us the story, Richard.
Well, my uncle bought it brand new in 1957. And when I used to go down to Littleport to spend time with my late grandparents, it was part of his vehicle fleet in the village. He had this and a couple of others and a Bedford CA Dormobile, and we used to go round in it. He used them as a taxi and a private hire for weddings and so on. And I went in as a nipper, and it stuck with me for years and years until he decided to sell it. And then, luckily enough, I was there at the right time with the right money, and I bought it.
You rushed up because you thought a cousin was going to buy it. You got it in good timing,
yes,
wasn't it?
Indeed, yes. Uncle Joe had it for about 20 odd years. And then it was just on the family grapevine that he decided to pack up the business. So, yes, we got a phone call from, I think it was from my nan, if I remember rightly, saying that it was up for sale. So Dad and I whizzed down there, 2-hour drive, and got there a few hours before a cousin who also wanted to buy it, and the deal was done. And I bought it in 1979 when I was 20 years old, and I should, in theory, been into jacked up Ford Cortinas with side pipes and all sorts of bells and whistles and stuff. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted something different, and I bought this with a view to looking after it and taking care of it, but doing some modifications on it.
Oh no, you didn't do what I think you did you?
I'm afraid I did, yes. She had that sort of a lowrider look, you know, the no hubcaps and a big rev counter mounted on the dashboard and cruising lights and air hooters that played Colonel Bogey and that sort of thing.
Colonel Bogey?
Yes, I'm afraid so, yeah. I actually had a microphone on here so I could shout through a loudspeaker at the front of the car, get out of the way, that sort of thing. But
okay.
Yeah, but fortunately nothing that was long-lasting, permanent damage.
Oh no, what was you thinking of, Richard?
I'm not sure. I think I'd seen something like a 55 Mercury, and I thought, this looks like a 55 Mercury, I'll do this and I'll lower it and do all the, but it wouldn't have worked. And then I sold her in 1981 to a local family that ran a service station and a sort of a museum.
Okay, so what, they had it on display there?
Yes,
right.
Indeed. They had about 400 cars in total.
Wow.
And they put her on display in their main showroom. Just took her from me, put her in the showroom, and there she stayed.
So she was there for 12 years, right?
12 years, yes. And then through a mutual friend, I managed to persuade him to sell her back to me.
Wow.
Yeah, 12 years later. And I think, if I remember rightly, she doubled in value and began a nut and bolt rebuild. They sold it to me on the pretext that I would restore it and not do anything silly with it, like rev counters on the dashboard and so on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then I took it in, put it in a friend's barn, and took it absolutely to bits, every last nut and bolt, and spent many years restoring it had it on its side, did the underneath, had a bit of welding done and so on.
Yeah, and all the
done,
parts, because you were saying earlier about, you know, other car makes, this particular brand, you have to get the parts. Where do you have to source some of them from?
Anywhere and everywhere. The owners' clubs are both very good, but the visor came from Australia. The 2 rear wings had to come from New Zealand. Various other bits and pieces from all over the UK. I mean, you just buy them when you find them, you buy them.
Yeah. But then things changed in your life again, didn't it? Because after all of that, you got it sorted. You then had a divorce, etc. You had to sell it again. Where did it go then?
Yes. I found a chap who made a habit of buying classic cars, doing them up, renovating them, putting them back together, and then selling them at a profit. So he lived in Carmarthen. So he came up, put it on the back of a trailer. It didn't have any of the front wings or the bonnet or anything on. Engine was in, no glass, everything was just piled in there, and he took it off. And then he kept sending me photos of how the restoration was going. And the understanding was that when he'd done it and run it for a year or 2, I could then buy it back from him.
Again, so the chance of you getting it back again.
Absolutely.
And did he keep to his word?
He did, yes. As soon as he'd run it for a year or 2, my partner and I, Karen, we went to Carmarthen for the weekend. I had a drive in it, and I thought, got to have it back. So I bought it back for the 3rd time.
And this time you kept it?
This time I've kept it, yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And what's the future like? So with this car, are you planning to keep it? What hand it down?
I joke with my 2 sons, they're 39 and 40 now. I joke with them that I'm going to leave it to them in my will. But it's not turbocharged, it's not fuel injected, it's not 4-wheel drive. So I think they take that with a pinch of salt. So eventually, when I'm too old to get underneath it and service it, and too old to drive it in the heat with no power steering, it'll go one day. Yeah. But not yet. For now, you're still just really enjoying it. Yes. Yeah. Indeed. Well, thank you, Richard, for coming down here today and sharing this car with us, because I think it's absolutely fabulous. My pleasure. But if you've got a family car that's been handed down, then please let us know about it. Drop us a line in the link below. That would be fantastic. And don't forget, as always, to like, share and subscribe. But if you like old British cars, then why not check out this video all about the Humber Hawk, because you won't believe where you put the fuel.